This is me, Juan Pablo, from 100% Finance at 100percentfinance.com. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate your viewership. I'm actually driving right now, so heading down to Mom Deuce to say what's up on a Sunday afternoon. But I just want to share some information with you about what transpired at our event yesterday. So again, thanks for tuning in. So yesterday I hosted an event in South Florida, Fort Lauderdale to be exact, and it was a great event. And during our events, I like to provide people with a ton of information, actionable steps that they can take. And I also serve as a curator for a lot of people's questions. I want to be there to answer people's questions, right? Because I want to be that person in which when I leave the event, I want to feel used up, meaning you've asked every single question there is to ask, that you leave there satisfied. That you say, you know what, there's not one question in which Juan Pablo wasn't able to answer for me. Or there wasn't one concern I had that Juan Pablo wasn't able to provide me with some feedback. Okay? So I want to leave there used up. Not taking home any content unused. I want to use up all the content for everyone who attends. So while I was there, I was talking about multifamily investing or something like that. We was doing a deal, and one of the attendees, he just interjected. Again, this is for them. So when you come to our events, the event's for you. All right. So I'm there to serve you, not just to get my agenda across. Right. I'm there to serve you at the events, answer all your questions. So he interjected and he said, "Hey, Juan Pablo, excuse me for a second, but I've watched all your videos, listened to all the podcasts, read all the articles, everything. And boy, you have some great content, valuable information, whether it's real estate, credit repair, business funding, whether it's motivation, whether it's just having the right mindset. I just feel like I have so much information." In other words, he's sufficient in information, right? However, of course, the however had to come. There always got to be a but in this situation. He said, "However, I don't know the right course of action to take. I don't know the first step. I don't know how to get started. What should I do to get started?" And then I thought for a moment. Hence the reason why I'm creating this recording. I thought for a moment, and excuse the background noise, guys, because I'm actually driving right now. But I thought for a moment, you know what? There's probably a lot of people out there who are online on social media who have that same question, who are entertaining those same concerns. They have information overload. They're sufficient in information. You might have seen all my videos, read everything there is, every article, every blog, every email, everything. Listen to everything there was to know about business, I should say, or about real estate investing, about entrepreneurship. However, if you are looking for the actionable steps to take, a course of action, in other words, then you should, the operative word in there is course. So then you should take a look at our ebooks, our events, and or our coaching program, because we have a course, we have a curriculum, we have a blueprint for you to follow. It's in those platforms, because I post videos a lot, and you can tell most of the information can be somewhat random. Because some people get confused. They say, "Hey, on this video, you were talking about wholesaling, but in this video you were talking about a direct mail campaign." I'm like, well, yes, I was talking to two different audiences in those videos. So in one audience, I'm telling them to do this course of action, and another audience I'm telling them to do the other. So sometimes people get confused by that. So if you're that person who says, "You know what, Juan Pablo, I feel like I am sufficient information, but I do understand that I'm deficient in the course of action. I need the 1, 2, 3 steps. I need the corresponding steps to implement, the consecutive actionable steps that I can take. Help me with that." Now, if they answer that by saying, "Yes, I've already provided the resource," check out our ebooks, check out our events, as well as check out our coaching program. So at the event, his name is Clive, by the way. After Clive posed that question, I said, "All right, Clive, this is the first step you need to take, and this is the second step you need to take." And I said, "Well, just keep in mind, Clive, we're going to go over all these steps in our events. So just hold tight. I don't want to just spill the beans all at once because you posed a question, but we're going to get into that throughout this program, because the event is 5 hours in length. 5 whole hours. 5 hours of giving people actionable steps that they can implement today to get started, okay? And if you're also curious in getting started, and if you haven't done so already, subscribe to our website at 100percentfinance.com so you can get the blueprint to financial freedom. Because I receive these questions all the time. Hey, Juan Pablo, how do I get started? How do I? Come on, I'm online. So most people have the same questions as you. Subscribe to the website, and if you want the actionable steps, the ebook, the coaching program, and the events will be the best things for you to do. Okay? So just keep that in mind. So online, you can continue to absorb all the content, which is good content, not to pat myself on the back, but I'm sure you can agree if you guys are following on a consistent basis. But it may not outline the course of action, because honestly, I just speak what's on my mind. Just like today, I'm driving. So being that I'm driving, it's not like I've planned this ahead of time to outline the first 3-4 steps in a series for you to implement. No, it's just whatever's on top of my mind, I think that you can value, that you can appreciate. And again, not to sound repetitive, but just to drill it into your head. If you want the actionable steps and you're tired of not getting started because you don't know how to get started, then the ebooks, the coaching program, and our events are for you. All right, so I appreciate you guys tuning in and posting all your questions as well. But I just thought that was an interesting question for him to ask. That he just know everything. Because I had some people, man. When I talk to them in person, it's like they start finishing my sentences. They be completing my sentences because they are an avid watcher or viewer or listener, and they know exactly what I'm about to say. But they're still dealless. In other words, they still don't have any properties or any deals. And the reason being is because they want that actionable steps, and 2, they might want the accountability that goes along with that. And 3, they might just need a coach. So if you're in that position, then by all means, you should definitely entertain the other products and services that we have available. Man, there's a lot of traffic out here in Atlanta, man. How do people deal with this on a day-to-day? This is crazy, and it's a Sunday afternoon. I'm like getting hot and stuff, got a blazer on, and I'm like getting super hot. I don't see how people deal with this traffic 5 days a week. That's ridiculous. And hopefully we'll see you in February in Atlanta, Georgia, in Dallas, Texas, as well as Los Angeles. Go to 100percentfinance.com/events to learn more. We'll also be in the other cities of Miami. Not Miami. We're just in South Florida. But we'll be in the other cities of New York City, Washington, D.C., Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, as well as Chicago this year. All right, so check us out. 100percentfinance.com/events. All right, but anyway, guys, hopefully this was valuable. Take care, as always, to your success. Earn passively, live passionately.